Martin, it's been fairly hectic since you came back to Celtic. Did you manage to get any time to yourself during the international break?
Yeah, I got a couple of days away, and that was nice. But I didn't realise that I was staying so close to Callum McGregor until we got back. We were only about 400 or 500 yards apart. I do believe that he saw me on the promenade, and I quickly walked away. So he's claiming not, but I think I did. And but for the international players, they're back at this minute. That's good. And yeah, so it's nice to see them back.
Has everyone come back fully fit? Any fresh injury concerns?
No, I think there was talk about Trusty, but I think he's going to be okay. But the problems that had been before the break are probably still there. Julian is still recuperating down at Bournemouth, and Arne has come back now. We'll see. Well, each day it's a good day for him. He's trained most of the week, but we'll just keep an eye on things at this minute. I couldn't rule him out or in for Sunday.
Do you know the extent of Julian Araujo's injury? Would we expect to see him back at Celtic before the end of the season?
Oh, of course, yeah, I do. I think he's doing fine in recovery now, and yeah. So the physios are obviously keeping in touch with the Bournemouth physios. Yeah, well, we expect to see him back. Hopefully, in the not too distant future.
How much are you looking forward to getting back into the action this weekend against Dundee?
For us, yeah, well, I've just been reminded there that all three managers of Celtic this season have lost at Dundee, either Dundee United or Dundee. So, yeah, we'll try and rectify that. We didn't play well in the game a fortnight ago. I think we're looking forward to it. We know how difficult it's going to be. We've got to be ready for it.
Of course, you're playing after both of your title rivals, Rangers and Celtic, have the chance to put that bit more extra pressure on you. You've been on both sides of that.
Yeah.
Is it harder playing second?
I think if you're to give a real honest answer about it, I think it depends on the results that have taken place. But that said, I think psychologically there's an advantage to playing early if you go and get your results. If you don't, of course, it opens the way for you. But it'll be, I'm hoping that between now and the end of the season it might work in reverse. But that said, I think you just have to try and take care of your own game, the thing that you are supposedly in control of.
You've had a couple of weeks to stew over that result and the performance at Tannadice. Is it a case of now just parking that and putting it in the past, or is it about learning the mistakes from it?
Yeah, it's a bit of both. Obviously, we made a lot of mistakes in the game, and of course you learn. And I think, again, sometimes, when you win football matches, you tend to think, oh, well, listen, we'll do better the next time as long as you've won. And that probably would have been the case with Dundee United as well, if we'd been able to get in front. We had a couple of chances before they scored in the first half. Kieran Tierney, maybe if he scores, might be a different ball game. I think what I said, and looking back at the game, still the same. I don't think that we adjusted well enough to the conditions in that. So that's down to us really. And but that said, yeah, I think that the other part of it is, yeah, you have to put it to the side now, keep getting on with the things, and get back to what has made us still in contention.
Do you think you have to win on Sunday to keep your title hopes alive?
Again, I would imagine really, you're probably right. I think that we started to drop a lot of points there, either 2 in a draw or a defeat. I think with the games running out, that would be a difficult comeback from there. Not impossible, but I think, yeah.
Do you have the belief that this squad is capable of going on a flawless or a near flawless run between now and the end of the season?
Oh, I think that's yeah. I think that we have the belief. Yes. Do I have the belief in the team? I think we absolutely. Do the team have belief in themselves? I think as well. Yeah. We had a setback. The teams in and around us have had setbacks this in recent times, I must admit. So we just got to put it to the side, get ourselves really geared up for the game, and be ready for a very, very strong match.
You said the team maybe didn't stand up to the conditions as well as they could have at Tannadice. I think the weather's meant to take a bit of a battering on Sunday. Is that going to be another real test for the players to stand up to those types of conditions?
Well, suddenly the things that can happen at Dundee then. But of course, I mean that's whatever conditions they are. I think that we'll just have to be ready for that there, as I'm sure Dundee will be.
What do you look for in your players after you've had a setback like that in terms of the response and to get back on track? What have you seen from them?
I think, so we've the non-international players, or the players who didn't travel away, got themselves a few days off. So we've been training all week, and I think it's the training, it's the manner in which they've trained. I think that gives you good confidence in that sense. Of course, I mean, I've seen teams who've trained brilliantly in a week and then things didn't materialise at the weekend. But overall, I've been really happy with the training, happy with the way that and in fairness, I think that the players themselves we've all had a look at it. I'm sure that the players have thought about their own individual performances and just want to try and put it right if they can.
What have you made of Dundee and the job Stephen Presley's done? They seem to have been very competitive in pretty much every game. Yeah,
very competitive, and they played very well against us at our place in the cup as well too. And just expect a really difficult game, and that will be the case, particularly since he's in charge. Yeah, it will be hard for us.